up for everybody else in the meantime. Tre Solomon, everybody!
Yo, what's good? How we doing? I'm good too, man. Thanks for asking, bro. All right. That's very late. Nah, man, I'm cool, bro. I feel good. I feel. Oh, they don't want to drink. So I'm about to get on somebody. Nah, I'm playing. Nah, I've been mature, bro. I just stopped giving girls the ick in dating. Yeah. Oh my God, this is amazing, bro. Why didn't y'all tell me about this? Like, bro, I love to dance, bro. That's how I was giving girls the ick. I went to performing arts middle school, bro. I didn't know that. Like, the first 2 ways I learned to not give girls the ick. One, when you go to a club with a woman you're interested in, not supposed to get into a dance battle every time. I didn't know that. I was doing that every time, bro. And second thing, and most important, you're not supposed to end that dance battle with a split. I'm not talking about one bent leg either. I'm talking 2 straight legs. G-O-G, gooch on the ground. We're not liking that. Yeah, don't show your flexibility on that first date. Another thing I was doing, I think I was giving the wrong reaction when lingerie came out. Yeah, that was a huge thing, right? Like usually guys don't give a big enough reaction. That wasn't me actually. That's not my. I give a cartoonish reaction. I'm like jumping Jehoshaphat. My eyes are bulging out of my head. I'm like yowza. Some shit she ain't never heard before. You know, let her know I appreciate it. Now my problem was I knew too much about lingerie. Yeah, I'm a lingerie connoisseur. It's bad. I'm like a slob almost. Cause my first babysitter, right? She was, hey, not that kind of joke, I promise. Yeah, she was an exotic dancer though, at this place called Magic City. And yeah, sometimes she would have to go to work. She would have to do certain things at work, and she would take me because she wasn't a bad babysitter. Yeah, man. And the ladies there, they were never in lingerie in front of me. It was never weird like that. You know, they were always naked. It was cool. No, I'm joking. But they did have like the materials that they wanted their lingerie made out of, like laid out on tables and stuff. They would talk about the materials. So by the time I was an adult, I just knew the good and bad materials by sight. Bro, yeah, it's bad. My first girlfriend, she was like, yo, Tre, I got this outfit. It's sexy. It's silky. You're going to love this. I was like, I know I'm going to love it. You know what I mean? So she comes out in an outfit, and I was like, wow, this is the sexiest I've ever seen somebody look, right? I hit her with a yowza. And then my eyes bulged out of my head. I floated for a little bit. And then I was like, yeah, but second of all, baby, that's not silk, that's nylon, right? Yeah, you can tell it's too shiny. It's trying to convince itself that it's silk. I was like, yeah, it's too hard, too. It's hard it is. She was like, I'm trying to convince myself you're my boyfriend right now. She broke up with me in lingerie. Hard time literally and figuratively. Sad, bro. I thought I fixed it because the second girl that ever wanted to get lingerie for me, she was about to go get some. She was like, Tre, I'm gonna go get some lingerie. I was like, cool. Now that you're going out, just make sure you get Chantilly lace. That's my favorite. And she was like, what? You know what I'm saying? She was confused. She thought I was cross-dressing. Yeah, man. So she left me too. So my balls and heels with her. Like that was unnecessary. She had to steal. You know? That's cool, man. I have a girlfriend now, which is cool. Girlfriend that I love. All right, y'all sound surprised. I don't like that. But yeah, I've had other girlfriends, I promise. Yeah. But I introduced her to my family, and I kind of stopped doing that. Yeah, just to be honest. Yeah, the women in my family, I was raised by a lot of women, right? And they raised me well. But they do this thing where they say weird stuff to girls, like when I introduce them, so just to test them out a little bit, right? Yeah, I introduced my girl to my family. My cousin, she walks up to us. She's like, hey, just so you know, me and Tre, we're only 4th cousins. So it wouldn't be weird if I dated him before y'all started dating. And then she walked off. Don't leave me with this, bro. And it was the weirdest way to start my grandpa's funeral. Like, but my girl, she didn't like it. She was like, you know you gotta stop talking to your cousin, right? Or like that, she was talking with you, right? That was weird. And not a lot of people had to deal with that type type of situation, choosing between the love of your life and your girlfriend. But difficult time for me, man. I'm telling you. Nah, that's stupid. I'm from the deep south, man. Anybody from the deep south in here? Oh, you said which part? You said that with an accent. Where you from? Florida. All right, well. I would say ice out in here, but I don't know. You know what I mean? But no, you said you're from the deep south. All right, what's your favorite Robert Frost poem? Nigga saying from the deep south, but not deep, bro. All right. That's cool. Usually people can hear where I'm from in my voice. You know what I mean? I'm from Argentina. You know? I can't hear unless it's big Spanish. Hola. Como estás? Nah, man, I'm from Atlanta. Okay, a lot of woos for Atlanta. Y'all from Atlanta too? Yeah. Okay, go dog. That's not Atlanta at all, actually. I think that's hours away. Athens, Georgia? That's crazy. It's the opposite of Atlanta's all black people. Athens, all white. Go dogs though, you know what I mean? Now, I just came back from home, man. My childhood best friend, he came out to me as gay, which is a very normal thing in Atlanta, not in Athens. Yeah, normal thing in Atlanta, a lot of gay people. But he was that friend that said no homo all the time. You know what I mean? He was trying to throw us off the scent. Like, I've known him since the 4th grade, bro. Like, and I kind of speculated he was gay because he'd given me the best compliments I've ever gotten in my life. You know, 8th grade prom, we're complimenting each other, man. You know, fresh suit. You know, you got a nice cut, bro. And he turns to me, he was like, yo, Trey, no homo, but you handsome, bro. I was like, bro, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? And he was like, nah, let me finish. It was like, you the type of handsome that the poets talk about, right? Dangerous to the heart, but worth every wound. And I was like, man, if you ain't saying no homo earlier, dog, I think you was flirting with me, man. I'm not even afraid about blushing right now. That's cool. He gave me another compliment that changed my life forever, bro. Senior prom, we were talking to each other. He was like, Trey, I got something I need to tell you that I've never got to, right? He was like, no homo, but you got a gravity to you, bro. I don't even know what that means, you know? But I appreciate it. And he was like, nah, let me finish. Right? It was coming. He was like, it's not the type of gravity that keeps people down. It's the type of gravity that like keeps stars in orbit. And then you know how like when people are cooking, they throw parsley on at the end just for looks. It don't taste like nothing. He threw no homo at the end, just like that. I was like, all homo now, bro. I'm hard. Like, yeah. So I'm glad he came out to me, bro. I finally got to kiss him. That was. That's all your friends. I didn't want to be supported. Yeah. I recently just got out of the military, bro. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, you don't have to make any noise at all, actually. I wasn't fighting for your freedom. I promise. It was weird. It was hard being the only black guy in the Chinese Navy, right? I'm telling you, man. Yeah, I misunderstood. Got fresh Nikes hot off the press and stuff. That was some cool kids, man. I was in the U.S. Navy. It's hard being back. It's hard being a civilian for me now because you have to face certain things as an adult that you left behind as a child, right? I left behind the childhood bullies, so when I came home, I had to confront my grandmother. Hands down, my biggest hater in life. She had this thing she would tell me. She was like, Trey, women will never like you. Right? She was like, you never get with me, you gain weight like a bad bitch. Hey, she was right. You know, just had partially. All the weight I gained when I was a kid went straight to my ass. And it was a true story. And I played basketball in middle school, and my nickname was J-Lo. My teammates would be like, pass J-Lo the ball when he shoot his ass gonna clap. I was shooting, and I was like, now that I think about it, it was my homeboy that just came out of me that was saying that. your host for the night. Y'all ready for the